Alright, so it's Sunday morning. Just got back from San Diego. It's almost 6 a.m. Holy fucking shit. Amazing night. One of the reasons why it was amazing was I went out with my instructor, DJ Fuji, and I went with two other students. So just, just another jump in fucking skill level right up there. We got there at 4. We met up at a coffee shop, just did some drills, went over like a homework till 7 o'clock, and then just took a break and met a Stingaree in downtown San Diego 10 o'clock. So fucking what do? We got mic'd up. Alright, so what does a microphone look like? It looks like this, and it's got a fucking mic, like a microphone that plugs into this. It's like hooked up to my shirt. It's got, this is the transmitter. It goes to DJ Fuji's receiver, and he's got a headphone. He basically has all three hooked up, so he knows exactly what the hell we're saying, right? And he's got this fucking mohawk that's like literally a foot high, and everybody's just staring at him. Crazy peacocking. All the girls wanted to touch his hair, So amazing night. What the fuck? Just a little bit about what happened. One of the students, one of my wing, the first set he opened, he ended up closing, and he pulled that girl. So, congrats to you, man. Again, I haven't done that yet, but I hope to do that soon. And then, so it's just basically me and this other guy. What did we do today? Let's see here. So, first thing, Fuji taught us is how to walk the venue. When you walk through the venue, keynote everybody that you walk by. Like even if it's a dude, like just boom, like excuse me, and like move them to the side, right? Because when you do that, they usually look to like, oh, who is this guy? Because you tap them twice, they think it's your friend, right? So they turn around and then you say excuse me. So it almost looks like you get social proof, right? Like they're moving out of your way and you're getting recognition because everybody's looking at you when you. So again, learning how to navigate the venue, looking up, your shoulders kind of back, chest high, kind of keynote everybody. Everybody's looking at you. So again, it creates that, when somebody's looking at who is this guy, he's walking through the club like he owns a place. So that was a very important thing, and I want to just jump into my sets. They're not particularly interesting. Fuji sent me into these wacky fucking sets that these girls I wasn't even attracted to. He's like, you're here to get the skill, not the girl, right? So once you get the skill, you can get whatever girl you want. I'm going to just go over some of my notes that he took with me. But he's just listening all the time. So first of all, I need to lock in, right? So what does that mean? That means that when you open a set and you're like in the outside, it's almost like you're trying to game them. So again, and then the best way I need to lock is just talking to the girl in the middle of a sentence, like, hey, move over here for a second. Because when you're in the middle of a sentence, the girl can't process two things. It's like very natural. It's like, oh, I was from Seattle and, it's always raining. Oh, come over here for a second. So it's always raining. So it's just like, boom. You're like against the fucking wall. You're locked in. The girl's on the outside, so she looks like she's gaming you. So one of the exercises, you just always want to unconsciously lock yourself in every single set. Even if you're like just in the middle of nowhere, you still want to practice moving the girl so you're like used to locking in. So that's one of the things I need to work on. I need to stop making excuses. My hands are cold. Don't put my hands in my pocket. Don't use that as an excuse not to keynote. So what was it? The first set. Yeah. So I literally delayed 5 seconds on approaching the first set. And when we walked upstairs in Stingaree, I walked past like 3 sets of girls and I didn't open. And Fuji's like, what the hell, dude? You just passed like 3 groups, you didn't open. So I need to, again, don't even wait. I need to open my first set. You know, when I hang out with my wing, they need to be calling me out. Let's see here. European 4-set direct openers. I did a direct opener against these European girls. Again, I need to work on my smile. Like when I don't smile, I look intimidating, but when I smile, it looks very disarming. So, you know, this fucking European chick, she's like, "It's my birthday, buy me a drink." You know, and I just pretty much said no. Oh, you know, I was like, "Why don't you give me a kiss? If it's any good, I'll buy you a drink." So I was like, "Yo, Fuji, what the hell am I supposed to say there?" He's like, "Oh, you know when it's like a birthday girl, you can't say no because you'll sound like a dick. And if you say yes, then you're kind of like a chode. But what you do is like, yeah, I'll buy you a drink later. So it's like, I'll get it later, birthday girl. And then if she keeps insisting, be like, whoa, birthday girl, don't worry, I'll get it later. But you don't really, right? Because you're pretty much out of the set in like 10 minutes anyways. And then if she keeps on persisting, be like, dang, you know, like what you need isn't alcohol, you need some weed. Or just chill out, birthday girl. So make it look like she's the one that's super hyper. I guess mental note for that next time. I need to isolate the set. So when I open a group of people, like I ended up talking to like all 5 people like literally simultaneously. I need to like, you know, engage the group at first, but then I need to like start talking to one girl, preferably the one that I like, and isolate her from the group. So that's something I need to work on. I tend to do better with like fatties and like girls that don't give a fuck. Well, obviously, just because you don't really give a shit, so you're not really trying to impress anybody. So my natural abilities are just like I don't really get stuck in my head when I talk to fatties. Kind of interesting. I need to lean back. Like it's better to have your foot closer to them and lean back than it is to be further away and lean forward. So, literally, I was talking to a girl and Fuji just comes up behind me, grab my fucking collar, just like push me back. And then the girl's kind of like freaked out. She's like, "I think your friend like wants to talk to you." I was like, "Oh no, he's just adjusting my collar." And after that, I kind of leaned back the rest of the night. So that was good. Let's see. I need to keep up with their energy level. So like, there's a set of birthday girls. It's another set of like a bunch of Mexican chicks, so like a group of 20 people. They're like, ah, and I kind of was low energy. So again, I need to match the energy of the girls. And one other thing I need to do is that don't repeat what they say. Like if I go, "Hey, what's your name?" and they go, "Shaniqua Yolanda Bonquiqui," and I didn't catch that. Just pretend like I should just pretend like I got it, because like the first 5 minutes or 2 minutes of opening, it's not even the content matters. It's people are just evaluating you by your body language and by the kind of like the silhouette. So just pretend like you got it, right? If your name is Ladasha, Katrina, Bobina, Ching Chang Chong, and you know, whatever. Like if I don't hear, just pretend that you got it, and just don't repeat and make them like answer the question. It breaks the vibe, right? It's like, if you ever like you talk to somebody and it's like good vibe and they're like, "Excuse me, what do you say?" You like repeat it once. "I'm sorry, I didn't get that." You repeat it again. Like it gets to the point where it's like it kind of ruined the vibe. So just you know, if you don't hear anything or whatever, just assume that you got it and just keep plowing. Just keep going, whatever that is. Some girl told me her name and it sounded like a porn star name, so I told her, "Dude, that name sounds like a porn star name." I was told, "Don't do that." Hands out of my pockets. Oh, this is really weird. Like, he made me go into the set where these 2 Asian girls, I don't know, like, what the hell, like, I swear to God, like, some of these Asian girls don't know how to speak English, or they're, like, shit-faced, like, shy, or intimidated. And then there were like 2 dudes like right next to them. Like these 2 girls were sitting down, and one guy right here and one guy right here. So I was like, literally, in order to lock myself in, I would have had to taken the dude to be like, "Yo, come over here," and then me sitting down in between the dude and the girl. And I think by the body language, the dude was like, the girl's boyfriend. I'm thinking it's the girl's boyfriend because literally, like, she was sitting with her face like on the guy's hips, and he was like fucking petting her. And one of the mistakes I made was I started talking to the guy, and my instructor was like, "Dude, don't talk to the guy. When you open a mixed set and you talk to the guy, that means you're afraid of him. Okay, so when you go in, it's a mixed set, guys and girls. Just kind of like, give them like a firm shake and directly talk to the girl. And and lesson learned. And that's what I did. So after that, he throws me into a couple of sets with black girl. He loves doing this to me. He likes to like fucking after that that other black girl incident at the mall a few weeks back. I had a field report. He loves just pushing me into like sets of black girls. And a couple of reasons why he does that. Number one is black girls respond to dominance and leadership. Like if you talk to a black girl and you don't show dominance, you don't show your alpha male behavior, you're gonna lose the attraction right off the bat. You have to be physically aggressive. You have to be dominant. You lead the interaction. So he's trying to like get that in me so that my outer shell matches with my inside characteristics. But what should I have done with the black? So there was two groups of black girls that I talked to. The first one, like I had initial attraction, but the girl, she kind of got shoved. Like a group of people walked by, and she kind of got nudged out of the way. And what I should have done is grab her hand and pull her back. So I'm like a protective. You're like. The girls are always constantly evaluating, can this guy, subconsciously, can this guy protect me? If she gets like pushing like 5 feet down that way in the flow of traffic, hey, I need to like take her in the hand, grab her back. So that's like just a manly behavior. So I definitely needed to do that. So when I opened them, I told her about, I was Chinese, and she said she was a quarter Filipino. I should have played with that, she was like, you should have just teased her, joked around, but like, what are you saying? Do you want more Asian inside of you? That would have been hella funny. Oh yeah, the best fucking, pretty much the last set of the night, dude. This is the best part. This is why I made the video. I opened a 3 set. It was 2 black girls and 1 black dude that was like fucking 6'5". I go in, right, and I was like, hey, you guys are adorable. How to meet you? I just like gave the dude a pat, and then I totally ignored him, and I just went straight talking to the girl. And literally, I blew the dude out of the set. Like he literally. Just talked for like another 10 seconds, and he had nothing to say, and he just like ejected, which is great, dude. I fucking, people say Asian people have no game, right? And literally, I went in there, these 2 fucking really tall black chicks, and I fucking AMOG'd the 6'5" black dude, and he left the set. So, and then I got the girl's number. So, how fucking awesome is that, right? So this just shows that. Anybody can have game, And I was talking to my instructor about this, but, like, people think that black guys get a lot of Asian girls, but that's actually not true. I think he was like, you only see that because when you do see one, it's, like, so out of your normal perception that you notice it. Like, it's like when you buy a car. Everybody has your car, right? But if you think about it, there's actually more. It's actually easier for a Asian guy to date a black girl than it is for a black guy to date an Asian girl in terms of game. Like in terms of ability, it's actually really rare for a black guy to date like an Asian girl. I'm talking about like Chinese, Korean. I don't know about like Southeast Asian girls. I think they're a little bit different. Don't Don't quote me on that. This is my guess. So that's it. I got the footage for the one of me and Set with the two black girls. I'll put that up, and tomorrow I got a day 2 with the Japanese girl, so I'll post the video of that one tomorrow.